Hello friends, this is Dr. Bhavdeep Ahuja here. I hope you are liking my short videos. Today's topic for the video is dentist and lab communication, especially with the local lab. How important is a local lab for a dentist? Have you ever wondered? I have said in my previous videos that I believe that a dentist's two arms are the right arm is the staff and the left arm is the dental lab. Trust me, without a dental lab and of course without the staff, the dentist is actually handicapped. How important is a local lab to a dentist in his practice? Let's see in today's video. वी ऑल नो लोकल लैब्स जो हैं वो एक दूसरे के पीछे मारा मारी करते हैं लिटरली टू गेट डेंटिस्ट शेयर ऑफ वर्क स्पेशली द वंस हु आर हैविंग मोर वर्क they actually fight tooth and nail, sometimes decreasing their charges by a minuscule margin, and the dentist too falling prey to it. They actually fail to realize that once they change the lab, they have to change the system of working as well. The old lab might be adjusted to their way of working. They might know what kind of margins the dentist expects, what is the time scheduling when he's about to deliver, and how does the whole system work. And just for a few bucks, a few dentists actually change their lab. Absolutely unfathomable for me to even think of such a things. I never had a second lab, local lab in my practice from year 2000 when I started to 2007 end, or almost Diwali 2007. I had one lab, and then I shifted to another lab because the older one actually wanted to shift to UAE in search of greener pastures. And from Diwali 2007, or maybe a month before that, till date, the same lab does my local work. So they know it actually. My way of working, I know their way of working. Yes, occasionally problems are there, but most of the times we are adjusted to each other. And even if I get an offer for a lesser price from new guys who actually search the dentist in search of getting more work from the dentist, they don't get work from me easily unless or until they have quite a few lucrative factors. Then I might try a thing or two, but otherwise not. Because if work wise I'm dissatisfied from my original lab, I have all the reasons to try out in abundance. But if not, definitely not needed. Communication becomes a very important, or holds a very important role in dentist lab relationship. As I say, relationship building is part of the dentist life. It should be there with patients, staff, associates, and of course dental lab as well. The lab communication has to be two-way. There are a few do's and don'ts which you actually need to apply in your practice before you say get rid of your lab or embrace him with open arms. So let's see those do's and don'ts of working with the labs. Always, number one is always give out a written set of instructions. There are chances that you might forget a thing or two in oral, but in written there are lesser chances to do so. And if the case is a complicated one, make sure that you visit the lab personally to explain to the technician or the staff whatever you want to convey actually. On the flip side, there is a don't as well to this side. Don't presume that इतना तो तुम्हें मालूम ही होगा. At least you would be knowing this thing. A presumption and an assumption on our side. पिछले केस में ऐसे किया था तो तुम्हें पता होना चाहिए ना कि ऐसे करना ही है. They don't work for us alone. They work for maybe 20-30 more doctors. So they need to realize that if certain instructions have been given which are specific to a case, they might be for that case only and not for the next case that you are sending. So kindly don't assume or presume. Always, second would be always encourage an honest feedback when you talk to the lab. And that honest feedback should include a constructive criticism as well. You are not a perfect one, you are not God, so get rid of this God complex. You also might be prone to mistake, but the lab guy might not be vocal enough about it. He would be maybe having a doubt in his mind. मैंने डॉक्टर साहब को बोला तो वो माइंड कर जाएंगे, बुरा मान जाएंगे और फिर मेरे को काम देना बंद कर देंगे. That is the logic you have to get rid of. Always encourage constructive criticism. and that can only come if you give him a license to speak without being reprimanded. On the flip side, if you have any problem with the lab, if you have any doubt with the lab, kindly do voice it. Don't keep it in your side, because a bud will turn into a plant, and a plant will grow into a tree, and that seed of doubt or a bud of doubt can actually destroy your convenient lab relationship, which you have been nurturing for years together. Third thing would be, do work with your lab for the quality of work you desire. So pick and choose lab as per your requirements. And at this point of time, I believe that the lab should be willing to actually oblige you fully as the work, as per the work you want. But then on the flip side, do not settle for a poor quality of service, especially if you're paying less. Money will not be important thing, because ultimately the blame game has to come to the dentist. The patient will actually have a problem with you. He is not giving the work to the lab, he is giving it to the dentist. You are outsourcing it to a third person. So that is the reason you need to understand this point very, very clearly. The fourth thing would be, always encourage and say inculcate a relationship of professionalism in your approach to the dentist, and never build a relation on based on falsity. It should be a truth based relationship based on trust and faith, and at the same time, don't fake yourself, don't be too over professional, have some approach for empathy and humanity. The fifth point, as I said before, the instructions should be very well in written, because it eliminates any room for doubt. And if you are the one who's actually looking for all the finer details with immaculate precision, you always need to make sure that your end is covered first, and make it a point to convey it verbally as well. But on the flip side, do not actually take those things for granted, because this is the start of a rift and a tension. लैब मेरे हिसाब से काम करती नहीं है, did you actually convey? Or maybe the lab was trying to get back to you, to talk to you about the case. Did you actually give him the time? No, I was too busy in my patients, I didn't have the time. Time मेरे को रात में याद आया 11:30 बजे, then the lab was closed at that time. Maybe the lab guy had slept by that time. So you need to understand, if your case is emergency, your patient which you have treated, that is more important than the one you have been working on in that case. So don't let the lab presume the same. There is a webinar on this full topic between the relationship between the dentist and the local lab, which will be there next month. So keep watching out. It already has been held. The session has already been held, so it is a detailed 1 hour plus webinar. So do watch that, dentist and the local lab relationship. So thank you so much for watching this video. It is a tad long, but I hope I am able to convey some of the points to all of you. Please do like and subscribe my channel, and I hope I keep continuing to give you good videos for patient education. This is part of my CSR to the profession I love the most, dentistry. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.